Have you ever felt like you're studying English every day, but you're not getting any better? You learn new words, but when you need to speak, they just disappear. If that sounds familiar, stay with me. Today, we are going to fix that. Hey everyone, welcome back to TalkBeam. I'm Sam, your English-speaking friend, and today we are going to talk about something super important. Not grammar, not exams, but how to learn English faster with simple habits. Habits that you can start today. I know how frustrating it can be. You want to speak confidently, but you feel stuck. So today, we're going to change that. No complicated rules, just practical English. Sound good? Let's get into it. So, why do we need a routine for English? Well, think about it. If you try to run a marathon without training, you're going to get tired very fast, right? Learning English is the same. If you just study for 5 hours on a Sunday, it's not going to stick. But if you do something small every single day, that's where the magic happens. Your brain starts to think in English. It becomes natural, and that's our goal. Not perfect grammar, but natural communication. Okay, let's dive into the 5 simple habits that will help you learn English faster. And remember, these are habits, not rules. They are small actions you can add to your daily routine without stress. Start with 1 or 2. Don't try to do everything at once. Let's go. Habit number 1. Listen to English for just 5 minutes in the morning. 5 minutes. That's less time than scrolling through social media, right? Now, I'm not talking about a difficult news report or a fast-paced movie. Find something simple, a beginner podcast, a song you like, or a YouTube channel, like this one. Just press play while you brush your teeth, make your coffee, or get dressed. Here's a common mistake. Many learners try to understand every single word. They pause, they rewind, they get frustrated. That is not the goal here. The goal is to get your ears used to the rhythm of the language. English has a specific flow, a specific music. Some words are stressed, some are not. Listening every day helps your brain recognize these patterns naturally. Think of it like this. When you listen to music repeatedly, you start to remember the melody, even if you don't know all the lyrics. It's the same with English. You are training your brain to recognize the melody of the language. Here's a practical tip. Don't just listen passively. Try to catch 1 or 2 words you recognize. It could be hello, good, today, or thank you. That small win will motivate you to listen again tomorrow. Habit number 2. Think in English. I know this sounds difficult. I can almost hear you thinking, Sam, I can barely speak English. How can I think in it? I understand, but listen to me. You don't have to think about complicated topics like politics or philosophy. Just think about your day. When you wake up, think, okay, I need to take a shower. When you're having coffee, think, this coffee is really good. When you're walking to the bus stop, think, the weather is nice today. Here's a relatable situation. Imagine you were at the grocery store. You were looking for apples. Instead of thinking in your native language, try to think in English. Where are the apples? Then, oh, there they are. Then, how much are they? These are short, simple thoughts, but they are incredibly powerful. Now, what if you don't know the word for something? Don't panic, just describe it. This is a fantastic skill to practice. For example, if you forget the word refrigerator, you can think, the big white box where we keep food cold. If you forget the word microwave, you can think, the machine for heating food quickly. This builds your problem-solving skills. In a real conversation, if you forget a word, you can describe it. The other person will usually understand and help you. This is real communication. So start thinking in English today. It's free, it's easy, and you can do it anywhere. Habit number 3. This is one of my favorites. It's called shadowing. Shadowing might sound a little strange, but trust me, it works. It means repeating what you hear immediately. You are basically copying the speaker like a shadow. You follow them closely. Why is this useful? Because when you shadow, you practice 3 things at the same time. 1. Listening. You have to hear the words clearly. 2. Pronunciation. You copy the sounds and the rhythm. 3. Speaking speed. You start to speak at a natural pace, not a slow, robotic pace. Let's try a simple example together right now. I want you to repeat after me immediately. Don't worry if you're not perfect, just try it. Listen and repeat. I like coffee. I like coffee. Good. Let's try a longer one. I drink coffee every morning. I drink coffee every morning. Now let's do a question. Do you like coffee? Do you like coffee? See how that works? You can do this with any audio. You can shadow me in this video. You can shadow a song you like. You can shadow a scene from a TV show. Here's a tip. Start with slow, clear audio. You can slow down the speed on YouTube or a podcast player. Then, as you get better, try to shadow at normal speed. This habit builds muscle memory for your mouth. It trains your tongue and lips to make the right sounds. It's like exercise for your speaking muscles. Habit number 4. Learn 1 new word a day. I know some apps tell you to learn 50 words a day. That's overwhelming. You will learn them for the test and then forget them immediately. That's not useful. I want you to learn 1 word, 1 single useful word. Choose a word that is relevant to your life. If you like cooking, learn a cooking word like chop or simmer. If you like sports, learn a sports word like score or team. If you work in an office, learn a work word like meeting or deadline. Now, here's the key. Don't just memorize it. You have to own it. Here is my 3-step system. 1. Write it down. Use a notebook, a note on your phone, or a sticky note on your mirror. 2. Use it in a sentence. If the word is delicious, you can say, "This pizza is really delicious." 3. Use it 3 times during the day. Use it when you think. Use it when you speak to yourself. If you can, use it when you talk to someone else. Try to say, "The weather is beautiful," or "I feel tired," or "This is my favorite movie." By using the word, you are connecting it to your real life. It becomes part of your vocabulary, not just a word in a list. So focus on quality, not quantity. 1 word a day is 365 words a year. That's a lot of words you will actually remember and use. And finally, habit number 5, the 1-minute reflection. At the end of the day, when you are in bed or sitting on your couch, take just 1 minute to think back in English. Ask yourself 3 simple questions. What did I do today? What did I eat? Who did I talk to? Now, you might only be able to say short phrases. That's perfectly fine. I went to work. I ate pasta. I talked to my friend. Just saying these small sentences connects English to your actual experiences. It makes the language personal. It's no longer just a school subject. It's the language you use to describe your own life. Here's a surprising fact. When you talk about your own life, you naturally use the most common and useful verbs and nouns. This means you are practicing the most important English words, not rare or academic ones. If you have time, try to write this down. A simple English diary with 1 or 2 sentences is a goldmine for learning. You will see your progress over time. Last week, you wrote, "I went to work." Next month, you might write, I went to work, but I was tired because I worked late. That is real progress. So, reflection is powerful. It gives you a sense of accomplishment. You look back on your day and you say, wow, I actually used English to think about my life. That builds confidence, and confidence is the key to fluency. Okay, let's review some useful words and expressions we heard today. Habit, something you do regularly. I have a good study habit. Shadowing, copying or repeating exactly what you hear. Shadowing helps with pronunciation. Stuck, when you can't move forward. I feel stuck with my English. Routine, a regular way of doing things. I have a morning routine. Magic, something wonderful or amazing. Small changes are where the magic happens. These are words you can use every single day. Try using them in a comment below. Now let's talk about a little grammar. And don't worry, this is the simple, useful kind. Did you notice how we talked about the habits? We used the present simple tense. I listen, I think, I try. We use the present simple for habits and routines. It's for things we do regularly. For example, I listen to a podcast every morning. Or she thinks in English before she sleeps. It's very practical. When you talk about your daily life, you use the present simple. So if you want to talk about your routine, just use the base form of the verb. This helps you describe your life in English easily. So, how do you use this in real life? Well, imagine you meet a friend from America or someone who speaks English online. They ask you, how do you study English? Now you can say, I listen to English for 5 minutes every morning. I try to think in English during the day. I learn one new word a day. You are not just giving an answer, you are sharing your habits, your routine. This makes the conversation feel natural, and you sound like a real English speaker because you're talking about your life. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope you feel more motivated and ready to start these small habits. Remember, progress, not perfection. Even 5 minutes a day is better than 0 minutes. Comment question. I want to hear from you. What is one habit you are going to try this week? The 5-minute listening? Shadowing? Let me know in the comments down below. I read them. If you found this helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to TalkBeam. We have more practical English lessons coming your way every week. Take care, keep practicing, and I will see you in the next lesson. Bye for now.